Don't send that same old email week after week. I'm going to give you some tips on how to disrupt your audience in just a moment.
Welcome to the Everything Email Podcast with Countess. Ken is a world-renowned email marketing expert. He'll help you 10x your business with email strategies that generate more sales. And now, here's Countess.
Hey, welcome to this week's episode of the Everything Email Podcast. This is episode number 55. And this week we're going to talk about how to get better results from your email campaigns by disrupting your audience, how to do some disruptive email marketing, how to stand out from the crowd in a very busy inbox. You ready? Here we go. If you're like most businesses, emails you send are going to go to people who receive dozens or maybe even hundreds of emails every single day. Hey, I received 282 emails over this past weekend alone. That's crazy. How do you expect your audience to get through every single email in the inbox? We don't care about every single email in the inbox. We care about ours. And that's why you've got to stand out in the inbox. We're going to teach you a couple of things here on how to be disruptive, how to be an interrupter, how to get people to pay attention to your email. Because, look, after all, that's the only thing that counts, right? We want them to open your email. So how do you do that? You shake things up. You want to be bold and innovative. You want to create campaigns that grab attention, engage your audience, and compel them to take action. And that's going to mean stepping out of your comfort zone in all probability. Listen, I've been sending emails for a very, very long time. That's in part how I became an expert. It took time, right? It just doesn't happen overnight. Just like any tradesperson, a plumber, an electrician, someone in the fashion design area, nobody became an expert overnight. And that's why when you're working with people, when you want to get results, you hire an expert. And you'll find out later on in this podcast how you and I can work together to get you that extra oomph, get your email campaigns out of a rut, and get you the kind of results that you had hoped for, if not dreamed for. All right, but let's talk about things that will help you be disruptive. And again, this may mean that you're stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, but just like anything else that you do for the first time, stepping out of your comfort zone may be uncomfortable. After all, that's why you're in a comfort zone. Think about when you started playing a sport. Maybe it was tennis or golf or baseball or football or volleyball or whatever it was. When you first started out and you were getting coaching on what to do, it probably felt uncomfortable. But after you did it enough times, kind of like driving a car when you got behind the wheel the first time around, getting behind the wheel was really tough, a lot of stress. But if you've been driving for any length of time, you know that driving is in your comfort zone. So let's talk about email marketing in that way as well. The first step to creating a disruptive email marketing campaign is to push the borders of your design and imagery. Now, what I mean by that is, in part, instead of using the same old stock photos that everybody else is using, think about using custom graphics, illustrations, or even animations that grab attention. There are some really easy to use tools out there these days. There are lots of places that offer stock photos, but there are others out there that, while they are photos that you might consider stock, they're really different. Jump Story is one that comes to mind. And when it comes to creating unique imagery, Canva works pretty well too. So once again, instead of using the same old stock photos, a visually striking email has a much better chance of having you stand out in a crowded inbox. And the more it stands out, the more likely it is to be opened and engaged. Number 2, be bold with your copy. Images aren't the only things that can be disruptive. Your message can be too. Be bold with your copy and add personality to your emails. Everyone's tired of the same old corporate speak, so dare to be different. Number 3, personalize, personalize, personalize. The more personalized your email, the more disruptive it can be. People are much more likely to engage with content that's tailored to their interests. So make sure too that you segment your list and personalize your message for maximum impact. If you're not sure what to do, you owe it to yourself to give me a call. Go to my website. Let's schedule a 15-minute discovery call. And I'll tell you how to do that in just a few moments. Number 4, use video to stand out. Video is one of the most disruptive mediums out there, and it's a perfect way to make your email stand out from the rest. Instead of sending long blocks of text, create short and snappy videos. Videos are highly shareable and they can have a viral effect. So use them to increase engagement and get your message heard. So to close out, with the right design, strategy, and messaging, you can create email marketing campaigns that grab attention, engage your audience, and drive results. And if you need that extra push to get your marketing out of a rut, set up a discovery call with me. Here's how you reserve a spot on my calendar. Go to kenisemail.com/discovery. kenisemail.com/discovery. Thanks for listening or watching if you found this on YouTube. Let's get together again next time. Hey, thanks for listening this time around. If you're interested in working with me, go to kenisemail.com/packages. kenisemail.com/packages. And don't forget to join my mailing list. If you're not already on it, go on my website, kenisemail.com, kenisemail.com, and go ahead and join my list there. Hey, we'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Everything Email Podcast with Ken Countess. If you like the podcast, tell your friends and coworkers about it. Be sure to visit kenisemail.com to sign up for Ken's mailing list. You'll get great marketing tips every week in your inbox. Have questions? Send Ken an email. It's ken@kenisemail.com. See you next time.